and welcome to Little Story Station. This is your host Gomati Auntie and we are celebrating Navaratri in style at Little Story Station. Here at Little Story Station, we have been reading the different forms of the Nava Durga on every single day of Navaratri. And today happens to be the day 9 of Navaratri. And so throughout this season for Navaratri, Auntie have read 9 different stories about the Navadurgas. So I highly recommend that you look at these videos here because they are rich with so much of stories and backstories about how each of the Navadurgas came into being. And I hope for those of you that have been following the Navadurga series, I hope you really enjoyed and learned a thing or two about Navaratri through this humble attempt that Auntie has made. If you really like this series, have you shared about this to your friends? If not, I urge you to share about the Navaratri series with your friends so that they will also get to know about the Navadurga's forms and the stories of Asuras and how the good always prevails. Today is the story about Siddhidatri, and that is the last and the 9th form of Navadurga. Shall we read on more to find out her backstory? Let's go! Siddhidatri, the one with special powers. The goddess in each of her forms grants different kinds of blessings to her devotees. But Siddhidatri, the goddess worshipped on the 9th day of Navaratri, is special. In Sanskrit, Siddhi means supernatural power and Dhatri means giver. So, Siddhidatri is the giver of supernatural powers. Whoa! If you pray to Siddhidatri, I'm sure you're going to get all the supernatural powers. You're going to become a superman and superwoman. Is that it? I don't know. Let's read on to find out. Shiva's Shakti. After Adi Shakti, in the form of Kushmanda, had created the universe and the new gods and goddesses, Shiva prayed to her, "O Supreme Goddess, grant me all the siddhis to make me a perfect god." He meditated for thousands of years so that Adi Shakti would listen to him. Impressed by Shiva's devotion, the goddess appeared in the avatar of Siddhidatri from Kushmanda's Japamala, which the smiling goddess used to bless people with the Ashtasiddhis and the Navanidhis. Almost immediately, Siddhidatri also emerged from the left side of Shiva's body. So, the right half of Shiva's body was his own and the left half was in the form of Siddhidatri. This half man, half woman form of Shiva is also known as Ardhanarishwara, the Lord who is half woman. Just as she lives within humans, she began living within Shiva too as his Shakti. And in this unique way, she bestowed supernatural powers to him and made him a perfect god. Incomplete creation. Around this time, Adi Shakti had given Brahma the task of creating nature, wildlife and human beings on Prithvi Lok, which is the Bulok. Brahma had a lot of ideas. First, he built different kinds of places and landscapes, mountains and ravines, deserts and rivers. Then he created new types of trees and flowers, banyan and tamarind, tulip and jasmine. He then gave life to wildlife, drake and deer, stallion and boar, and many more. Finally, he created man. But when he tried to create more drakes and deer, stallions and boars, and even men, he just couldn't. Whoa! Why is that so? And did you notice something? We are talking about the evolution of life here. First it was the plants and trees, then it was the animals, and then came the human beings. So he created in the order of their intelligence or the evolution, in the order as it is said in modern science. Yeah. Reading on. So he called out to Shiva and said, I am unable to create more of the same kind of beings. Either I am stuck or I am out of luck. Shiva and Siddhidatri appeared together before Brahma as Ardhanarishwara and replied, Wow Brahma, these are great, but you are making a silly mistake. Your creations are incomplete. But they look complete to me. I have given them eyes, a nose, a heart. Ardhanarishwara laughed. Not like that. They are incomplete because you've created only the male form of each new being. If you want to create another drake or deer, stallion or boar, you must create its female form first. You see, there is so much of connection between the different stories from different religions also. You see how, if you've known about Christianity and Bible and all that, talk about the Adam and Eve. First it was the Adam and Eve was created so that there could be more of the human beings, the human forms in the world. That's also what is Brahma doing here. He has first created all the male of the deer or the drake or the stallion, and now he is creating the female form so that together the man and the woman can create more of such beings, or even the male deer and the female deer, the male lion and the female lion together can create more of their kind. Yeah. I get it now. The new world will only last if I create both male and female forms, Brahma said, and immediately created the female forms of all beings he had given life to until then. That's how the duck and doe, mare and sow, and other female forms of wildlife came to be. Finally, he created woman. And with that, his task of creating the Prithvi Lok was complete. You see, the yin and the yang, the male and the female, it is the perfect balance of the man and the woman that forms any human being, right? In every man there is a woman side. I mean the nice and tender, motherly love inside every man. Similarly, inside every woman there is a man. The time when she stands up for herself, some brave act that she does, is the man side of a woman. Every one of us have to have both the male and the female side, the man and the woman, and we should recognize the both, and we should also bring it up whenever and wherever necessary. This is the only way we could achieve balance in our lives, like how Brahma had created the male and the female form to achieve balance in the universe. I hope you will remember that. Every time, if you are a boy, every time you do some act of kindness, do it as good as your mom or any female that you've known had done it with full love. And if you are a girl, stand up for yourself. I know the woman side of things will always be with you, but be strong, stand up for yourself, and if there is something that's going wrong around you, bring out that male side of things. Alright, moving on to read more. Adi Shakti, when she saw Prithvi Lok and its new wonderful beings, was mighty impressed. She blessed Brahma. Why, Brahma? Your talent has been a revelation. From now on, you will be known as the god of creation. And Siddhidatri fulfills the wishes of asuras and devas, sages and gandharvas and humans and all kinds of beings. And Siddhidatri is somebody that gives supernatural powers, that bestows us with all the power that we need. And this is exactly why in the southern state of Tamil Nadu, on the last 3 days, we worship Goddess Durga in the form of Saraswati. Especially on day 9 is Saraswati Puja, where we pray to Goddess to bestow us with all the blessings, to be very good at whatever art form or the learnings that we do. This is the day where we pray to Goddess to bless us with the singing or the painting skills or the drawing skills, and we bring all our books in front of the Goddess. We keep Chantan and Kumkum to all the books that we read, put it in front of the Goddess, and we pray so that we are blessed with a lot of intelligence and to read more and achieve whatever it is that we want in our life. So Saraswati Puja is a very important festival in the 9 days of Navaratri. Well, reading on more about that right away. Saraswati Puja and Ayuda Puja, South India and Odisha. It's not only Brahma but also the goddess Saraswati, his partner, who is remembered and worshipped for her connection with creativity. After all, she is the goddess of knowledge, learning, wisdom, art and music. On the 9th day of Navratri, people in South India perform Saraswati Puja and Ayuda Puja. For this puja, people place books, writing tools, art materials, musical instruments, household tools and weapons in front of an idol or image of Saraswati. These items are kept there overnight for her blessings. They are removed on the next day on Dashara. In fact, the day of Dashara, the Vijayadashmi day, growing up, I used to get up very early, and my parents, my dad and mom, used to ask me to pick up these books that I have offered in front of the goddess Saraswati and read them. Like how the 9th day was chutti from reading. So we never read anything or did any work related to studies on the 9th day, because that is the day where we have submitted all our books and everything in front of Goddess Saraswati. On the 10th day, however, it is full of reading, because it is believed that on Vijayadashmi, whatever you read reaches directly into your head and you become super intelligent. That's right. So Dashara or Vijayadashmi is always reading a lot of books and practicing your art form, your art skill, or whatever it is newly that you want to start in your life. In Odisha, warrior communities like the Paika or Kandayat perform Kanta Puja on Dashara, where they worship the Kanta, meaning the sword, and their other weapons. After this, skilled martial artists show off their sword moves during Kanta, a sword play event. In the form of Siddhidatri, I live inside you as knowledge. No other kind of superpower is as important as learning. Aha! So today, on the 9th day, Goddess Siddhidatri comes to us in the form of Goddess Saraswati, and she's urging us to tap our knowledge, to tap our potential to learn more, and tap our willingness to learn and know more about expanding our knowledge. I hope today you will remember this and do things that will empower you to seek more knowledge. With that, we come to the 9th and final day of Navaratri. I hope you enjoyed the entire series of the Nava Durga and the Navaratri series here at Little Story Station. I thoroughly enjoyed reading these stories. In fact, I have to be very honest with you. Auntie didn't know all these stories to this level of depth up until now. So thank you to you guys, because of which I also learned the backstories of all the Nava Durgas. I hope you enjoyed this series, and I'm also going to upload another video tomorrow. So come back to Little Story Station tomorrow again for the last and final episode of the Navaratri series. If you like this episode and the Navaratri series, like, share and subscribe to Little Story Station. Auntie would love for you to support me through your likes and love and subscription, so that Auntie would be able to reach more and more children like you. Alright, Auntie will see you again tomorrow on the Vijayadashmi. Until I see you tomorrow, take care. Bye.